back with another mental health check video. This is mental health check number 2, the start of a long streak, to be sure. First and foremost, how are you doing? I would love to know in the comment section if whatever you're willing to just pour out in the moment of seeing this. I would love to hear, and I'm sure everybody else watching these videos would love to hear, because that's what you're here for. And I promise it's a safe space. I'm gonna keep these videos in the comment sections as positive as as a safe space as possible. Like, I'm not gonna tolerate any negative comments. I'll just get rid of them. But other videos on my channel, I don't care what you comment at all. But these ones I'm just gonna try and keep them separate from this entirely. The video that you see playing right now in the background is the first episode of my Dark Souls series, actually. Videos like that, I don't care. Comment whatever you want to. I'm not gonna stop you from doing that. But for these videos in particular, we're just gonna keep it pretty chill. So eventually I want to connect a social media that I have to these videos. And this week's mental health check, what I've been thinking about a lot, especially over this past weekend, maybe not the whole week, is those opportunities that sometimes happen in life, and they just present themselves, and how you just gotta go for them sometimes. This whole YouTube thing that I'm doing right now is simply an opportunity that eventually presented itself. Of course, I had I don't want to say passions, but I had ambitions of doing this, way before I got a PC or this microphone, or even, just deciding to play this Dark Souls series all together. I thought this would be a cool idea just in general, but it wasn't until recently, until I had the PC, I had the microphone, I had money to spare to pay for the editing software that I'm using, just kind of everything aligned right for me to start this. And I said, why not? Maybe I won't get another chance, so I just gotta go for it. And that's what I did. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing. While I was recording this video, I'm just going for it. And that's what I want to show you all, that is possible. All those opportunities, whatever it may be, whether it's maybe a work opportunity, maybe it's a relationship that you've been interested in pursuing, maybe it's all the above, right? Go for it. Just go for it. There's likely nothing stopping you other than just fear, right? And unless there's other outside circumstances that just completely overshadow it as a good idea, if the only thing stopping you from going for it is fear, then you gotta overcome that. And let me be the person to tell you to just do it. Less thinking and just follow your heart on some real shit, because that's what I'm doing here with these videos, with the plan to make a whole series of this Soul series. It's all just basically a whim, honestly. There's not too much rhyme or rhythm to it. It's just me experimenting. Maybe it's something that I really love to do, and maybe it's not, but by the end of it, we will find out if this is something that I continue to want to pursue. And all it takes is that first step, and it doesn't even have to be a big step. It can be a little step, you know, I'm kind of doing it all at once, but I could have maybe took an even smaller step and only did these mental health check videos for like, I don't know, a couple months, and then maybe I'm like, you know, I like recording the videos. Maybe I put more edits into the mental health checks, which I don't really plan to do. I kind of want to keep it all in the one take. I know this one might have had a little cut in it, but I want to keep them mostly to just one take. But if I decided that, you know, this is something that I want to do, it, even if I started with that small step, it's still progress regardless. And, you know, sometimes people fail to realize that. They think that those small steps don't matter. You got to make a change today, and it's got to be massive, and you just got to stick with it. Realistically, that's not, you know, super feasible for a lot of people because it's not sustainable, you know, especially mentally. Like, you know, change is scary, change is tough to adapt to when you're already comfortable with a certain way. And stepping outside of that comfort zone, which is what I'm doing making these videos, and what you may be doing in other ways in your life, it's tough. You don't always want to do that, so it's better to just be patient with yourself and take those small steps first, rather than, you know, taking large steps. Like I don't know, like what an example of me taking a large step would be like, oh, I need to make the YouTube videos, I need to get the clips channel, I need to make the website so I can start selling merch. Like, that's huge amounts of steps. Regardless of whether I'm successful or not, it would be super stressful to try and do all of that at one time. And that's what a lot of people try to do, is they try to take on all these challenges at once. And it's just, you know, nobody could really do it. And, you know, at least not in a healthy manner. So that's my advice for this week, is be patient with yourself, but go for those what seem like out of reach opportunities, or whatever they may be to you, and just run with it, because that's really all it takes, is just a little bit of fucking elbow grease and a little bit of time. You know, that's what being patient is for. You gotta give yourself time to learn and adapt to all the new shit that you're putting on yourself. So yeah, I hope you took something from this mental health check. I'm having fun doing these. It's nice. I sleep better at night, probably. I mean, I haven't seen a significant change yet. It's only number 2. But making these videos, I imagine I would sleep better at night. Cause it's just nice to get this shit out, and nice to think that maybe someone's hearing this and being like, okay, yeah, it's possible, regardless of whether they comment or anything like that, or they like the video or whatever. It's nice to know that maybe, just maybe, even if it's unspoken, that I'm making a positive change, regardless of how big or small it is. And that's about all I have for the mental health check this week. But I do want to speak on something else, that a video that will be going up probably tomorrow morning, which is just a timeline for the channel, because I want to kind of get it set in stone and give people an idea of what to expect, you know, when they see the Dark Souls series, and they're like, oh, what could be next? And I have a few ideas. I'm not going to list them out here just for time's sake, and I'll keep it to that video. If you want to watch it, you know, go ahead, because it'll probably be up by the time you see this. And we'll just talk about all the possible directions that we could go after the Soul series, because I don't plan on really taking on any other games until the Soul series drops, because these games are bulky, these games are big, these games are long. So I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna take a huge step. I'm taking small steps, shit that I'm comfortable with. So forgive me if you got a game in mind, and I don't get to it for like a couple of months. But we'll get more deeper into it in that video. But I just want to let you know that it'll probably be coming up pretty soon. And not much else. Peace.